Dear friends, humanity is waging war on nature. This is suicidal. Antonio Guterres, United Nations Secretary-General. It is night. You are driving hard down a steep, winding road. No barriers or guardrails protect you or provide any warning you are careening too close to the edge. The headlights flicker out. At any moment, the car could skid off the road and fly into the ravine, where the vehicle and its occupants would rapidly change state. The children in the back are screaming. You might think the narrow road, the murky darkness and steep cliffs would force you to slow down, but instead you bump along in the dark, taking hairpin bends at speed. This may seem like a nightmare, but humanity is taking the same risk with our planet and our common future. Earth's life support system is the sum of the planet's ice sheets, oceans, forests, rivers and lakes, and rich diversity of life, as well as gigantic recirculations of carbon, water, nitrogen, and phosphorus. This system is now most definitely unstable. At any moment we could push it over the edge, taking us, 7.8 billion people, with it. In the past few decades, scientists have been frantically trying to work out how far our life support system can be pushed before everything we know and love starts to break down. 10 years ago, this research allowed us to estimate for the first time where to build the safety barriers to protect us from falling off the cliff. We called these planetary boundaries. They define, scientifically, a safe operating space on Earth for us humans to have a good chance of a thriving future. After all, every child's birthright is a stable, resilient planet. Since the dawn of civilization, 10,000 years ago, this has been our common heritage. If Earth remains within the planetary boundaries, we have a better chance of a long, stable future. Outside the boundaries, anything could happen. We have written this book to tell this story. Time is running out. The decade we have just stepped into, the roaring 2020s, will be decisive for humanity. It is the moment to catalyze the most remarkable transition in history to become effective stewards of Earth. The scale of the challenge is immense. In the same way that the 1960s had the moonshot, the 2020s has the Earth shot. The goal of the Earth shot is nothing less than stabilizing our planet's life support system. But compared with landing men on the moon, the stakes are far higher. If we can achieve this goal, and it is a big if, then perhaps it will mark a profound transition for Earth, in which one species gains the power to deliberately and positively influence a planet's habitability. We are far from that point right now. In fact, at the moment, we are acting as if our aim is to be one of the select few species that have alone managed to unwittingly disrupt the habitability of a planet. This is occurring despite our vast knowledge, our global political systems, and our advancing technology. We have already struggled to contain a global pandemic, struggled to slow extinction rates, struggled to halt deforestation, and struggled to rein in greenhouse gas emissions. We have cut a gaping hole in the ozone layer, and we watch mutely as corals bleach, ice sheets melt, and fires blaze. Our power is outstripping our wisdom. But things are changing. In the past decade, we have seen an explosion of evidence that a global population of 7.8 billion people, growing to 10 billion, can live a good life within Earth's boundaries, and this can be achieved by 2050. The big drama is that in order to succeed, we need to do much of the work by 2030 or thereabouts, which means we need to start now. The Earth shot comes at a time of deep dysfunction in society. Imagine if NASA found an asteroid that was on a collision course with Earth. Estimated time of arrival, 1 decade.